Welcome to the Basic Civil Engineering lecture series by Roy M. Thomas.
Next topic is water supply. In this we will discuss the sources of water, water supply system and quality of water. Next to air, for human life to exist, the important requirement is water. Water is nature's free gift to human race. Primary source of water is precipitation, which falls on the earth's surface in the form of rain, snow, dew, etc. Rainfall is the most important part of precipitation. The quantity and quality of water is important in a water supply scheme. Now we'll see the sources for water supply. There are surface sources and subsurface sources or underground sources. The main surface sources are lakes and streams, rivers, ponds, and storage reservoirs. Lakes and streams. A natural lake represents a large body of water within land with impervious bed. Hence, it may be used as a source of water supply scheme for nearby localities. The quantity of runoff that goes to the lake should be accurately determined, and it should be seen that it is at least equal to the expected demand of locality. Similar is the case with the streams which are formed by the surface runoff. And it is found that the flow of water in stream is quite ample in rainy season, but it becomes less and less in hot season, and sometimes the stream may even become absolutely dry. Next, rivers. The large rivers constitute the principal source of water supply scheme of many cities. Some rivers are perennial while others are non-perennial. The former rivers are snow-fed, and hence the water flows in such a river in all the season. The second type of rivers dries in summer, either wholly or partly, and in monsoon the heavy floods visit them. Ponds. It is a man-made body of standing water smaller than a lake. Thus the ponds are formed due to excessive digging of ground for the construction of roads, houses, etc., and they are filled up with water in the rainy season. The quantity of water in pond is very small and it contains many impurities. So a pond cannot be adopted as a source of water supply, and its water can only be used for washing of clothes or for animals, etc. Next is storage reservoir. It is an artificial lake formed by the construction of dam across a valley. Whatever may be the size or use of reservoir, the main object or function of reservoir is to store water, and thus it stabilizes the flow of water. So it consists of essentially three parts: a dam to hold water, spillway to allow excess water, and gate chamber to regulate the flow of water. Now we'll see the subsurface or underground sources. In this type of source, the water that has percolated into the ground is brought on the surface. They are infiltration gallery, infiltration wells, springs, and wells. Infiltration gallery. It is a horizontal or nearly horizontal tunnel which is constructed through the water bearing strata. It is sometimes referred as the horizontal well. The gallery is usually constructed of brick with a slab as shown here. The gallery obtains its water from water bearing strata by various porous drain pipes. These pipes are covered with gravel. pebbles, etc., so as to prevent the entry of very fine materials into the pipe. The gallery is laid at a slope and the water collected in the gallery is led to a sump from where it is pumped and supplied to consumers after proper treatment. The manholes are provided along the infiltration gallery for the purpose of cleaning and inspection. Next is infiltration well. Now, to obtain large quantities of water, the infiltration wells are sunk in series in the bank of rivers. The wells are closed at the top. So here you can see the top cover. They are constructed of brick masonry with open joints. For the purpose of inspection of wells, the manholes are provided in the top cover. This is the manhole. The water infiltrates through the bottom of such wells and it has to pass through sand bed. It gets purified to some extent. Next is spring. When groundwater appears at the surface for any reasons, the springs are formed. They serve as source of water supply for small towns, especially near hills or base of hills. There are different types of springs. A commonly appearing one is the gravity spring. Next is well. A well is defined as an artificial hole or pit made in the ground for the purpose of tapping water. In India, the chief source of water supply for most of its population is well, and it is estimated that about 75 to 85% of Indian population depends on well for its water supply. The main factors influence the quantity of water are geological condition, porosity of various layers, and quantity of water which is absorbed and stored in different layers. Now we'll see the water supply system. The primary objective of water treatment for public supply is to take water from the best available source and to subject is to processing which will ensure water of good physical quality, free from unpleasant taste or odor and containing nothing which might be detrimental to health. The treatment of water to improve its quality involves addition to subtraction from or chemical changes in the raw water. Municipal water supply system consists of the following units: collection works, transmission works, purification works, and distribution works. So these systems are shown diagrammatically like this. So this is the collection area or the collection work. These are meant for the development of surface water or groundwater resources for major cities or where water requirements are large. What is collected from a surface source, mostly a river or stream. And next is the transmission works. In many cases, the collection works may far away from the city where water is to be supplied. In that case, water is conveyed to the city through transmission work. These form the connecting link between the collection work and the purification works. Depending upon the topography of the area between the two sides, the transmission work may be in the form of a conduit, canals, or aqueduct, etc. Then the next is the purification works. The water collected directly from the source may not be safe for drinking because of its physical, chemical, and biological impurities. The municipal water works must deliver to the consumer the water that is hygienically safe, aesthetically attractive, and palatable, economically satisfactory for its intended use. So there are different methods for the purification like filtration, defractation, softening, etc. So next is distribution works. The treated and purified water is finally sent to the consumers through suitable distribution system in order that the water may flow in the water supply pipes under pressure. The purified water is normally stored in an elevator service reservoir. More than one reservoir may be needed in large systems.
Next, we will discuss
The quality of water. Pure water is not found in nature. It may contain certain impurities like sand, silt, clay, and other organic and inorganic matters. The impurities in water may be classified as suspended impurities, colloidal impurities, dissolved impurities, etc. Various parameters and their desirable limits as per IS 10500 are shown in this table. It continues.